What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we actually have a summon video, and it's actually been quite a while since I've done a summon video. Just it's kind of by itself. Usually I stream these, but this is not really the type of banner that we really care about to stream for. So I decided we're just going to make this into a video. Now, checking this out real quick. So we have VIDEL. We have RANFAN. So these are obviously the two units that we're going after. We have Coquette, we have Mai, Chilai, Fasha, Caulifla. So obviously these two just got their Easy A's. These two are going to be next year's Easy A's. And these two are our new units. So, and then Caulifla was, she got an Easy A forever ago now. So, yeah, I guess let's just hop in. What else do we get? We get summon points for this too. So let's hop in here. There's no pity on this, by the way. Since this is just like one of these little side banner waifu banners, there's not going to be any kind of like, you know, pity for him. Deciding how I want to summon for this. Like, do I just want to get like a copy of them and just call it a day? Or do we actually like care to rainbow them? I guess it'll just depend on how the summons go. Because I'll be 100% honest with you, when it comes to like these waifu units, 9 out of 10 times I almost never use them unless like they're actually really good. And I haven't seen like what the VIDEL does or the RANFAN, but RANFAN is one of those units where it's like he's probably very limited to like Dragon Ball Saga or something like that. And then VIDEL's, I don't know, maybe okay. So I don't know. Okay, so as of right now, these are not going great. I feel like the waifu banners usually like screw me. I'm trying to remember how last year's banner was, but for the life of me, I cannot remember how well I did on it. I remember I streamed it though. Okay, so there's a RANFAN. We'll take that. I will say though that the from last year's batch, I think the only one that really came in handy actually was the Mai. I don't think I really used Coquette all that much. But we got two RANFANs. We still need the VIDEL. So this is also like, since it is just a Peppy Gals banner, that's all that's on here is just Peppy Gals. So it's only a 7 feature banner, so we might be able to get it done kind of quick. We had what, just a hair over like 3,000 stones for this, so let's see if we can get these units done kind of quickly. The fascia. Okay, let's do this. Let me hop over here. Okay, so I've got VIDEL and her info pulled up. So let's see what she actually does, because I have not checked out what VIDEL does. I haven't seen what RANFAN does, and I haven't seen what the Easy A's for Chilai and Fasha do either. So I guess this could all just be like a all-in-one kind of video. Okay, so we got another Fasha. Okay, so VIDEL, Peppy Gals or Super AGL, key 3, 120%. Okay. Massively raises defense for 3 turns, causes supreme damage to the enemy. That's her super attack effect. Okay, so passive. She gets 2 key, 200% attack and defense. She gets 30% damage reduction. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, AGL excluded, to rainbow. Okay, so there's the VIDEL. Cool, cool. And then she also gets 3 key, 70% attack and defense for allies whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, Majin Buu excluded, or Great Saiyaman. Great Saiyaman other than Gohan excluded. So she's a 70% support unit for Gohan, which is kind of crazy. Gohan, it has to be Gohan Teen or Ultimate Gohan, basically. So basically like Majin Buu Saga Gohan is basically what we're getting at here. It's like the new LR would be buffed by this Videl. That's actually kind of cool. 70%. I mean, 70% is a pretty good support there. What else does she do? When attacking with 12 or more keys, she gets 200% attack and defense. When there's another Peppy Gauss category ally attacking in the same turn, or when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, or Great Saiyaman attacking in the same turn, she gets 50% damage reduction before attacking. And then she gets 300% attack when attacking. Okay, that's not bad. Like, that's actually not. That's not bad. I mean, so she'd be sitting at what, 80%? She'll be at 80% damage reduction before attacking. And then she gets 300% attack when attacking. Also, we got what, 3 RANFANs and 1 Videl? This is not. I mean, the RANFANs are going fine, but the Videls, we need more Videls. Okay, so for every turn passed, she loses 10% damage reduction, no more than 30%. Ooh, that's not good. She's not losing the support, but man, a damage reduction is kind of needed for a unit like this, right? Yikes. I don't know. A little scary. For 3 turns from the character's entry turn, she gets 200% defense, has a high chance of performing a crit, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. It's only for 3 turns, okay? When the character is KO'd starting from the 4th turn from the character's entry turn, recover with HP fully recovered. Okay, so this character has to be KO'd. After the character's revival skill, she gets 200% attack and defense, 30% damage reduction, performs a crit, and launches an additional super attack. Huh. Okay, I was actually very, very excited for Videl until I started realizing that she loses her damage reduction. Now, the thing is you basically want Videl to die to respawn, to basically like come back with 30% damage reduction. So she loses 30% damage reduction for you to die to come back with 30% damage reduction, and then you won't lose that secondary 30% damage reduction. But she has to be the one that dies. That's the problem. Because sometimes like it just doesn't work that way. She might be an interesting unit, you know. Definitely gonna use her when we have like a Gohan running around somewhere. You know, maybe, possibly. I don't know yet. We'll see. Let's see. RANFAN, what do you do? You're Peppy Gals or Super TEQ Key 3 120% leader. Okay, so she raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, raises allies attack and defense by 30% for 2 turns. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. I like that. 2 turn support buff is very good. Let's see. She gets 200% attack and defense. Chance of evading enemies' attacks is 40%. All allies get 1 key and 40% defense, plus an additional 1 key and 30% defense for characters who also belong to Peppy Gals. Okay, so she's a Peppy Gal support unit. 70% defense support unit for Peppy Gals. When attacking, okay, so I think we just rainbowed RANFAN, right? Yeah, we rainbowed RANFAN and we only have 1 VIDEL. So we need the VIDELs to kind of like crank through right now. Okay. When attacking, 200% attack and defense, and 50% attack and defense up to 200%, and chance of evading enemies' attacks and damage reduction rate up 10% up to 40% per Peppy Gals category ally on the team. So she gets an extra 200% attack and defense and 40% damage reduction. Okay, we just got a double VIDEL pull right there. I missed the first VIDEL, I'm not even gonna lie, because I was reading the passive. Okay, so we just need 2 more VIDELs and we're done. Okay. After receiving or evading an attack, all allies get 20% attack. Peppy Gals category allies excluded. Ooh. Okay. And then Peppy Gals category allies get 20% attack for 2 turns. Okay, so all allies get 20% attack, and then Peppy Gals allies get 20% attack for 2 turns. There's another VIDEL. We need 1 more. We're done. 1 more VIDEL. We're done. Tables are hot. They've never been hotter. When facing only 1 enemy, the attacked enemy's attack and defense is debuffed 30% for 2 turns. Have a great chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 2 turns. Great chance of sealing the attacked enemy's super attack for 2 turns. And when the target enemy is either attack, defense, debuffed, stunned, or sealed, she launches an additional super attack. RANFAN is actually not bad. I may have, overestimated her a little bit, like just kind of talking before I even read her kit. She might be pretty good. And let's talk about the Fasha and Chilai EZAs really quick as well. So Fasha, let's see. So she's a low class warrior or Peppy Gals, key 3, 150%. Super attack effect greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, high chance of stunning. Basic effects: 200% attack and defense, 50% damage reduction, launches an additional attack that has great chance of becoming a super. For 5 turns from her entry turn, she guards all attacks. Starting from the 6th turn from her entry turn, she launches an additional super with a great chance of performing a crit. For every attack received, she gets 40% attack and defense up to 200%. When another 2 or more low-class warrior category allies are on the team, or when another 2 or more Peppy Gal category allies are on the team, she gets 40% attack and defense whenever guard is activated up to 200%. Fasha's not bad. I remember actually using her. She was actually pretty solid on like the low class warrior team, and especially like running her with Bardock at the time. She actually performed very well. So, the little revival here might be pretty good for her. Okay, and then the last one here that we have is Chilai. This is the one that everybody was kind of like waiting on, anticipating, and seeing like what's she gonna do. So she is Bond of Friendship category E3, 150% HP attack and defense. Massively raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, seals super attacks, has a high chance of stunning the enemy. Okay. So she gets 3 key, 339% defense. She's got a scouter. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow. She has a great chance of evading enemies' attacks. All allies get 3 key, 39% attack and defense, and a chance to perform a crit up 20%, except herself. That's actually a really good support right there. For every attack evaded, she gets 139% defense within that turn. Okay. Every time the character evades 3 attacks in battle, she recovers 39% HP at the end of the turn, up to 3 times. That's crazy. After evading 6 or more allies in battle, all allies get 39% attack and defense for 3 turns. That's a one-time buff. When receiving a normal attack, she gets 139% defense temporarily. And when receiving a super attack, she has a chance of evading enemies' attack up 10% temporarily. Okay, so I built my Chilai basically full dodge. Well, I mean, I did build her full dodge because she literally does no damage. So she would probably be pretty... She's probably going to be really good. Like, I know a lot of people are probably going to be running her off leader skill. And she's probably going to perform pretty well. Like, people will definitely be running this unit just for the support. Just for the support, just for the dodging. She'll probably be a pretty crazy unit. Also, we only need one more Videl, so let's just see if we can kind of like blast through this real quick. And another RANFAN. Dude, it's always one. It's always one Peppy gal that never wants to show up. Oh shit, there's... Oh yeah, that's right, their LRs are on here. Do we have a chance at what? Bulma? Hold on. Bulma, Ribrianne, or Caulifla? Okay, hey, this is a great way to end it. We got the Videl, and we're getting an LR. Great way to end this video. Please give me Caulifla. Caulifla would be like absolute banger. Okay, we'll take the Bulma. I don't need the Bulma, but we'll take it. And you know what? That right there is how we end it. We got 5 Videls. We ended up getting like 8 RANFANs or whatever it is. And we got an LR to finish it. So that was what, about 1,250 stones, we'll say. Something like that. So not terrible. Got them all done. We're out of here. Don't summon, whatever you guys do. If you want to do it for like collection purposes, cool. But these girls are going to be in every single banner moving forward. So there you guys go. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It was a little bit different. We finally went back to a summon video. It's been a while, but I wanted to at least get this one in for you guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. And if you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you guys are new here, consider hitting that subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
Brother Russia, the whale of whales, rainbow everything, buying all the sales. In Dokkan battle, I reign supreme. 10K stones, it's not a dream.